Okay, so this is 10% of people, this is 1% of people, and this is 0.01% of people. That's right, only 0.01% of people can do this scooter trick. Okay, so if you haven't seen the trick before and you've never seen anyone do it, it is an X-ride. It's where you cross your hand and you basically ride along like you normally do. To basically teach you how to X-ride, it's very, very, very simple if you actually have like a little bit of balance. If you have no balance, then it'll be a little bit harder. To learn how to X-ride, an X-ride is simply that, where your hands stay in exactly the same place, but they just turn, and that is just a normal X-ride. If you want a secret tip of how to do this trick where I've completely figured it out from the amount of times that I've done it, wait till the end of the video because it will change and it'll make X-rides so much easier. The next thing you want to do is do it like out of a bank or like into a bank or anything that includes a bank. Don't go straight down a quarter because you will just go splat on the floor. While I'm filming this video, Lou's trying to learn how to X-ride, so I'm going to get him to do it bank to bank to show that it's not actually that hard. Oh! Okay, so when you actually jump into the X-ride, you don't want to like do this massive jump and then go like that because you're most likely going to like miss your hand or you're just going to like fly backwards. What you actually want to do is do a really small jump if you're doing it like out of a ramp, or if you're doing it like out of a bank or flat, you literally just want to lift up the front wheel. All right, I've got Louis to attempt an X-ride bri, so I'm going to see how this goes. Right, I'm gonna get some X-rides around the park, so I'm gonna check you on the GoPro. We're gonna move on to dropping in, we're gonna start on this ramp. So if I make my way to step up, so we're gonna X-ride, lean forward, keep your feet balanced. It is literally that simple. Right, if we move on, we'll do it on an actual quarter, we've got a 5 foot over there. So literally just like that. As I explained earlier, only 0.01% of people can do this trick. When I say 0.01% of people can do this trick, I don't mean just the X-ride, I mean adding onto it. So we're gonna get to the trick, or so I say tricks, that are harder than everything we've just done. Right, we're gonna start off with an X-ride to whip umbrella. So we're gonna go down the bank, and then we're gonna do air. So X-ride, whip umbrella. That was the sketchiest thing. That was so sketchy. Right, we'll move on to trick number 2, and we'll do it on this quarter right here. And it's an X-ride umbrella. And these usually happen when you fail an X-ride buttercup, which is how I learned them. So I haven't done one of these in ages. X-ride umbrella. Right, that wasn't actually that bad. Okay, so if you're doing them up something or off something, you're gonna have to be able to jump into an X-ride. So don't, as soon as you drop down, don't automatically X-ride. You wanna kind of wait, because then your balance is like, it kind of feels like you're doing it up a bank. It's really hard to explain. So we'll jump off. It's a lot more balance. Right, we'll do one up the 5 foot, and then we'll drop back down and we'll do one up this Euro gap right here. Euro gap. It is delayed. Now we're going to move on to actually landing in X-ride from tricks. So we're going to start simple, and we're going to do a whip to X-ride. You can land this flat, out of a bank, out of a ramp, same concept. So same again, we're going to go up the 5 foot and we're going to do a whip to X-ride, and you'll see that the whole delay thing I've just done actually makes sense. Right, we're going to whip to X-ride. Right, we'll see if we got bar X-ride out the bank. That was easier, I will admit. I think for you, if you're trying it, whip to X-ride will be easier. I'm just not as good as whips as I am bars, so that's why I find it easier. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the trick that I said only 0.01% of people can do. And then we'll move on to telling you the secret of actually being able to do this trick. The trick is an X-ride to buttercup. Little disclaimer, this ain't gonna be first try, but we're gonna do it on the 5 foot because the easiest one in the park to do it. If you do it on a big ramp, you've got knee pads on, go for it, but I'm gonna do it on the 5 foot. We'll just concentrate on like trying to actually get it around. I haven't done this in so long. Okay, right, attempt number 2, an X-ride buttercup. Oh, right, if you're wondering why my quality's changed, it's because I'm on my phone. It's because my SD card has like corrupted or something. I've landed it twice of 2 different angles, so now I'm doing it again and I'm getting it filmed on my phone and Libby's filming it. Right, so that's timing the first try. What's going to go? really bright. Oh, that wasn't as bright as the last video I did when I walked out that door. As I said in the beginning of the video, I said I had a little secret of like how to do this trick. So I'm going to explain that to you right now. And you're not going to realise how simple this actually is. If you can't tell, it's pressing the brake. When you actually try and learn to X-ride, what a lot of people do is actually try and keep their feet completely on the deck, like as they would normally ride, and it doesn't work. Oh, it's actually sunny in England for once. Okay, so if you want to watch a video of me visiting one of the most run-down skate parks in the UK, it will be on the screen now. But if not, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe. If you do land this trick, send it to me on Instagram or TikTok. They'll be both linked down below. If you want a really sick helmet, go on right here. Also linked down below.